Good evening, everybody. I just got home from the Southern Canadian Classic, and honestly, I had a wonderful time. I finally got to meet Randy Morocco, Warren Robertson, Peter Ray, and Lisa Ray face to face after having them recently on the podcast. That was one of the best parts of the weekend, meeting people in person who I felt like I already knew through the conversation we shared on the show. I got to talk with Peter a little more, ask Lisa how her shooting was going, and spend some time catching up with Bruno and Carrie, the two people who are generous enough to hold and operate this event. I saw some friends that I haven't seen in a while. Kyle Petrico was one of them. I also got to talk to Larry Reed about how maybe the expectations of my archery are a little lofty. My own expectations, that is. There were familiar faces everywhere. The Jack brothers, Misha, Dean, Justin, James Longlade, Australian Jonathan, Luis Guillen, Christian, Ashley, and of course, my favorite Royal City Club member, Mike Lau. Sorry to all you other club members, but you'll have to try harder. And honestly, the list goes on. And there were even people there I didn't know. They just came up to me and said, "Hey, I recognize you from the show," or "I recognize your voice," etc. It's very touching, actually. One gentleman commented on how he listens to it at his shop. I think his name was Nathan. Thanks for that, Nathan. Shout out to Nathan. It was great. I appreciate those kind of compliments. It helps me to stay motivated. Anyways, my wife and I arrived at the SCC, or Southern Canadian Classic, Friday night. We hung out at what we call Royal City, Tent City. We laughed. We told stories. It was the kind of night that reminds you why you travel to these tournaments in the first place. However, after day one of shooting, Saturday night, I think I'm just getting a little too old, and I was too tired to do it twice. That's the funny thing about archery tournaments. We tell ourselves we're going there for the competition. We practice, tune our bows, check our sight marks, convince ourselves that this weekend, at this time, we're finally going to shoot the score we know we're capable of. And yes, the competition does matter. But when the weekend is over, it usually isn't the score that we remember. We remember the people we walked the course with, the conversations between targets, the friends we hadn't seen in a while, and the people we felt like we already knew, even though we had never actually met. We remember Tent City on Friday night and how badly we needed our beds by Saturday. Somewhere along the way, these tournaments stop being places we go and start becoming places where we belong, which brings me to tonight's episode. This one has been sitting in the vault for a while. Jess and I recorded in the shed at Royal City while we were preparing for Provincials. No guest, no agenda, and despite this being the first Campfire Edition, no campfire. And just for a warning for anyone watching it on YouTube, the video cuts out at about the 30-minute mark. Mind you, this is our first attempt at recording from the shed, and at one point the camera decided it had had enough and tapped out before Justin and I did. The audio, however, keeps going. Conversation is brilliant. Well, maybe not brilliant, but the video quality occasionally wanders off into the woods. We're going to call it rustic. It's Campfire Edition. If everything was perfect, I think we'd be doing it wrong. Just two friends, a couple of mics, an old shed, and a thermosol fighting for its life. That kind of conversation that happens when the work is mostly done, but neither person is quite ready to go home. We talked about tournaments, turkey hunting, bear baiting, bow fishing, the podcast, and how Royal City became a second home for so many of us. Because every club has a place like the shed. It might be a clubhouse, a trailer, a parking lot, somebody's tent, or even something like Marcel's truck. It's where the plans get made, the stories get told, and friendships are quietly built without anyone announcing that it's happening. Archery may be what brings us together, but weekends like the Southern Canadian Classic reminding me that it's the people who keep us coming back. So fresh home from an incredible weekend, here's an episode from the vault and our first Letdown After Dark Campfire Edition. Again, no campfire, just two friends, terrible video quality, an old shed, and a thermosol fighting for its dear life. Pull up a chair anyway, and welcome to the Letdown After Dark Campfire Edition. Welcome to the Letdown After Dark. All right. Welcome to the Letdown. We are in the shed at Royal City Bowmen.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice in here. If you guys could see the lights and stuff that Chris bought and the camera, it actually looks sweet.
It's not bad, eh? Not bad.
No, it's actually really cool.
Yeah. So the idea, guys, is that eventually we want to take this show on the road. It's going to be a different segment. So right now we're running our interviews, which is just the regular Letdown show. We have the Letdown After Dark, which is just us shooting the shit.
Yep.
And then we will have this show, which will be called Letdown Campfire Edition. So No campfire today though. But we are in a shed. I don't know if anyone can see all the mosquitoes running around.
Oh yeah, there's 1, 2, 3.
But anyways, we're roughing it a bit. We do have the trusty thermosol going. So anyways, yeah, today we came out to set up for Provincials. The Provincials are, I don't know if you'll be listening to it, and it'll be after the Provincials, but the Provincials are June 27th and 28th.
Yep.
We're all prepared. We wanted to run an ASA style event, like most of the clubs are doing now, like the Porcupine Hollow, Rogues Hollow, Southern Canadian Classic, and now the Perkins Classic. We just wanted to kind of do I think that's the game everybody wants to play. So,
oh yeah, it's way more tactical,
right?
Yeah.
The strategy.
Yeah,
the strategy is risk reward. You've got to think through your shot, not just your process, but also like I'm at 50 yards to shoot high. So am I going to shoot this Wolverine upper or lower? Some stuff like that. So it makes the game more interesting. I've enjoyed it. I haven't done very well at it yet, but I know Justin struggled with it as well. But so it was fun. We had to, unfortunately, we've only have Reinhardt targets just based on the club's budget. That's what we can afford, or it's what we had, and then we replaced all the cores this year, which cost us nearly $11,000. So we have an operating budget of probably about $20,000. So if we don't cut the grass and don't do anything like that, then we could probably afford more cores, but we got to do that.
That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. People will not show up if the grass is like 3 feet high.
No. Well, when I used to come here before I started here, it was 3 feet high. So
yeah, but they probably didn't have a lot of members either.
No, I think when I first started, they had 40 members.
Yeah, that's
Royal City.
And now we're at 150 plus.
Yeah, we have 127 paid memberships with. If you include families, it's probably about 150 people. So, the club's starting to, it's at its capacity. I know I've had this discussion before with the executive, and it gets tight in here on a nice Saturday. It's busy.
Well, yeah,
really busy.
Like literally, anyone who's been here knows that the parking lot on a tournament day, it's like the parking lot's full, and then everyone pulls in behind where I park everyone for the volunteers.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets swamped.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you guys will see it when you come out to the Provincials or come to the club. We've made some improvements in the driveway. We widened it out so we could park cars a little more perpendicular to the driveway, and get us some more cars. I think at this time we could probably get 130 people in here comfortably.
Easily.
Comfortably.
Well, if Provincials suddenly takes off and we get huge numbers. Actually, I'm not even going to park anyone over there. I'm going to park in this section up here and leave the field open because we don't have the massive numbers. And I can easily get everyone on the road and up in here.
That could change where we do the shoot downs then. We may not have to do them on the tennis court.
If
we, depending on how many cars
I would like to do the shoot downs in that field.
Okay.
Off, like we could have how many archers can stand on the deck?
2, I think.
2. Okay, so we'd have to stand in front of the deck, and then we'll push everything back this way.
Oh, we've got 70 meters to work with. We're only allowed 50 yards. So
okay, which is 50 yards. So
depending on the category of the shooting, so. That's something else I haven't looked into yet. I haven't looked into how many stakes we need. We may need different stakes. So I know you're going to hate me.
No, that's okay. Which means I'm going to have to buy more electrical tape and probably more colors.
And possibly more paint sticks or whatever we're going to use for stakes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, the sooner you let me know.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it tomorrow while I'm sitting around a galt, taking in memberships, etc. So that's the other thing that's going on. June 20th is the Galt shoot. It's part of the FDCC. It's didn't have the turnout we expected this year. We got about 70 shooters typically. Even on our fun shoots, we get at least 80. So,
yep.
But there's a lot to compete with now, and more power to all the clubs. I love it that we have a Triple Crown ASA event here in Ontario now. That's really cool. I think it's the sponsors that are out there, the opportunities for our archers to go out there and just
but it also
compete.
it also shows that the sport is growing.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
So now more clubs are getting on board with with all the tournaments, and it like our hope at Royal City is that more clubs take on more tournaments, and and the whole archery community blows up. Like there's more shooters, which means more money comes into the archery community, and
which means better targets.
Yeah, which means more targets.
Better targets, better field, better everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just more opportunities for us to gain sponsors, for us to just make people aware of the sport.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I think when people think of archery, they think of someone standing in a field and shooting at a big target, which is one form of archery. That's target archery,
but it's not the only form of archery.
Correct. There's field, there's 3D, and I think the biggest game right now in Ontario would probably be 3D, and then
field,
and then target, and then field. I think, yeah. People like target, like the indoor and outdoor target. People love it.
Yeah,
they love 70 meter, 50 meter.
Yeah,
there's a big contingent of people. Like when I went, to. Was it Pembroke in 2023? I think it was. Valerie and I went to the Nationals to shoot 50 meter compound, and it was fun. I met a couple of cool people. Valerie and I had been training out of Hamilton Archery, so we knew Lee Blanchard. We get to talk to Lee, Glenn, and his wife Lori. It was good. It was a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. I met Tim Watt there. Tim Watt's he's been in the archery community for a long time. No offense, Tim. Don't want to make fun of you. Not trying to say you're old or anything, but we're all long in the tooth right now. So I know I am, but I haven't been around as long in the archery community. You haven't either.
No, I'm only. How long have I been in Royal City? 3-4 years. That's pretty much it. So we started archery, and then you kind of picked us up. That's pretty much how that works.
That's what I did. I picked you guys all up at Shooter's Choice.
Yeah, we were members at Shooter's Choice. And then
I needed help at the club, and you were dumb enough to volunteer.
Dumb enough? What do you mean? This is home.
Yeah,
this is 100% home.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say, it's funny though. There's a lot of people that feel that way. Like you talk to a gentleman like Mike Lau.
Yeah,
he drives all in from Mississauga to Guelph, which is an hour. In traffic, could be an hour 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he comes here because he just loves being here. He calls it his second home.
Well, we have members that are coming back because we've made it home.
Right.
Because we've cleaned stuff up and bought new targets, and someone rotates them throughout the year instead of someone. Right? It's so again, it's not the same old target every 3 months ish, roughly. It's a new set, right? So
that's a lot of work, though. It's a lot of work.
It is, but I take a lot of pride in doing that. It's an absolute blast to have people come and go, F you, Justin, because they put there's a target somewhere, and they're like, you know what I mean? I thrive on that. I love that. Is an absolute blast.
So you're a masochist, torturing people.
Well, on the 3D range,
okay.
On the 3D range, not out there. Yeah, just to be clear. Right. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool. So, what'd you think of about another topic? This is your first year turkey hunting.
Oh,
what'd you think of that?
So, turkey hunting was an absolute blast. So me, Christian, Chris, and Val, we went on a guided hunt close to London, and it was a lot of fun. I was paired up with Christian, and we had the guide, and he was good. He put us on turkeys, but originally we had the hen in the field, and she was just wandering around all by herself, and then 2 hens came out about 6-ish. And then she chased them off. And then she ran into the bush. And then she chased them around the bush. Okay. And then about 10 o'clock, like you seen like this flock coming down from the barn. There was a lot of them. And like they're majestic birds. Like when they come in like the big pack and you're like, holy crap. You're like, holy shit, those are turkeys.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. And he had way too many hens with him to begin with. I think there was like 9 of them, 9 or 10. It was a lot. And so this lonely hen like goes up to him and like she's calling up and he's like, he just keeps walking. So, and then she buggered off and then we ended up going to a new spot where we seen a Tom come in and he was like, so if you guys can imagine it, we're sitting in the shed. If anyone's been to Royal City, they know like close to the tennis, he was like at the tennis court. We could see him, but we couldn't touch him, right? He was far and he wouldn't come any closer. Like wouldn't move, but what a rush when he's gobbling. You're like, holy crap. Oh, he's responding. He's responding to me. Right? It was a blast. I loved it.
So my experience was a little bit different. We were with the spot we were in. There was a lot of gobbling.
Yeah.
So I remember as soon as like Valerie and I were sent out 4 o'clock. It was at 4:30 in the morning, and we didn't have the guide. We had to walk out, figure it out ourselves. So he says, just stick to the bush line, and then when you see the hardwoods, turn right.
It's pitch black. It was pitch black.
And so Valerie had a little headlamp on. I had this light on, my watch light, and I couldn't see a thing. And it was drizzly, right? It was, it was wet. And I was getting cold and I was getting a little crabby because that's what happens with me if I don't know where I'm going and I can't see anything. But he said, just stay along the beans because was a bean field. So we stayed along the beans, and we actually, when we came back in the morning, I realized we passed by the first blind.
Oh, the one you were supposed to go to?
No, he said you could go to anyone you want to. So we went past the first blind, which was pretty small. I don't think both of us would have been able to fit in there. And we should have mentioned we were shotgun hunting for turkeys, and then we got to. I'm coming around a corner. I'm thinking to myself, if I come around this corner, there's nothing there, I'm turning around because I'm now. I can't see a goddamn thing. So, anyways, so I come around the corner. I see this chicken coop. It was an old chicken coop, I guess, or whatever. And I said to Valley, that must be it. So we go in there, and it was they had an armchair.
Yep.
And
a plastic chair.
Yeah. So Valley's like, "Oh, you take the armchair. I'll take the plastic chair." And she sits down. She's got her Remington 1187, or that's my Remington 1187. I've got the 870. But the thing is the way it's facing the field, I can see one way and she can see the other way. So we wait until it gets a little bit lighter out, and around 6:30, when the sun finally starts to come up on the horizon, they start to gobble.
Yeah.
And I can hear them coming out of the trees. I'm like, I never heard that before. So I was like, what the hell's going on here? And so the guy said, when you hear them, give it a light cluck.
Yep.
Right. So I gave it a click, 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 click I had a box call. And and then they heard a gobble. I was like, oh. So I heard a gobble. So I figured, I'm going to give it a yelp now, right? Like, yep, 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 yep. And about a minute or two later, he gobbles again. I told Valerie, I think he's coming here. And she's like, no way. No way.
He was coming. He was coming.
So I'm pretty sure he's coming. And I give it another one, and now it's 10 or 15 seconds. He gobbles. I'm like, he's coming. And I said, the next time I do a hen call and he gobbles, like he's going to be there. So I give it another one, but then before I can finish, and she's like, see him like this, right? She's going like this, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I can't see where he is. So I'm like, I can't see him. I'm like, how far is he? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try. So I started purring, and she says he's just dancing around. I said, well, how far? Like, I'm like, I can't see. So she's like, I don't know, 50 feet. Oh, 50 feet? It's like, you're on top of us. So I'm like, shoot him. So she shoots and he runs off. And so anyways, we waited a bit. I tried some more and then there was nothing. There was no sound after the shotgun blast. So we waited till about 9:00, 9:30. I said, well, I got to go to the bathroom. So I want to go back to the cabin, maybe dry up a bit. And so I said, before we go, show me where he was. Because Valerie's a pretty good shotgun shooter.
Yeah.
So there's no way she's missing one at 50 feet. It's like she's shot grouse, she's shot, other smaller creatures with the shotgun. So I was like, okay. So get out there, and I'm like, so I go to about 50 feet. I'm like, was he here? She's like, no. So over there, that dark patch. Like, well, walk out there. Like, I don't know what she's talking about, dark patch. She walks out. I'm like, Valerie, that's like, it's got to be. I'm like, that's almost 60 yards. So like, she said, well, I didn't know. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's no problem. Like, whatever, right? So we turned around and walked back. We warmed up a bit, and we went back out, but nothing really happened for the rest of the day.
No.
So a little bit sad about that, and that's just strengthened my hate for turkey hunting by that point. But eventually, as everyone knows, I would get a turkey with Mr. Dale Martin. So
yeah, my second time out. So I have a buddy who it's the family farm. So we went out, and so we're in. We found a game trail where we knew they were, and so I'm sitting there, and then I'm in a blind, and I hear them, and I'm like, oh, this is sweet, and I'm calling, and I hear them, and so they're walking. They stopped coming to me, and then they walked another direction. I found another trail where they were going. I scouted it during the day and not at 4:00 in the morning, the first time, right when it's dark.
Fair enough.
But all I heard, I'm sitting there, and it's like 9:00, and all I hear is bang, and I'm like, someone got the bird that I was talking to.
That shotgun blast is always disappointing.
It is
when it's not yours.
No. And then I went out another time, and I'm like, okay, so I know they crossed this field. I've seen them cross this field, a few of them. So I set up where I know they're crossing on this game trail or on this path in the field. And all I hear is, so the field, beside us, I hear is bang. And all I see is this turkey fucking running. I have it on camera. Like, he's booking it. He's probably 500 yards away, but he's like this big, and he's booking it across the field. I'm like,
and they can move, man.
Yeah, man, they are fast.
Oh yeah,
because I got up and I went.
They boogie.
I'm like, maybe this guy slowed down. Maybe I can get fun. No. So I walked through the bean field to go find him. Like it was just like over a hill, and no, he was gone. Oh yeah, and I was like, you. So, yeah, but overall, it was a lot of fun, and sitting in silence was nice. Like, for the most part, I put because I covered my face anyways, but I just put like a little earbud in and turned the volume on low, and it was just listening to a podcast.
Sure,
that's it. I was just listening
podcast,
not our podcast.
Come on, man, I need the downloads.
Oh, you have my downloads. But it was another archery podcast.
Okay.
I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was on turkeys, actually.
No.
I was doing my research on turkeys while I was turkey hunting.
There's a couple of good podcasts out there. Kevin Toy has a really good, he's a Western hunter. He has a really good podcast. I don't remember what it's called he's got, one of them's called, I think it's Knocked Nation, I think, and then the other one On the Hunt, I think, something like that. It's pretty good. I like listening to that one. There's a couple other, I don't listen to, I'll be honest, I don't listen to a lot of archery podcasts. I'll listen to Full Draw once in a while.
Yeah.
I check out Josh's when he's
Caribou Media.
Yeah, Caribou Media. I check out his. He's got some interesting guests sometimes. Like I'll probably watch the full draw one. I think they're having Perkins on, so I'll probably listen to that one. But like normally, like my you'll laugh, but I listen to one of my favorite podcasts is actually, I don't know if you know the wrestler Chris Jericho.
Yes, I know who that is.
So he has a podcast called Talk is Jericho. But it's not all about wrestling. It's all about he's because he's also a musician, right?
Yep.
So he brings in all these musicians and stuff. It's actually it's quite interesting. Like Chris is he's a hilarious character. So obviously, you know, there's because when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Raw, especially during the Attitude Era. So he's had Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin on. He had Bret Hart on, and I just started this one. Because I was actually listening to the Stone Cold podcast for a while.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like he's got most of his guests are wrestlers.
Apparently, Stone Cold has his own show now.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's new,
but
I've seen it on a program.
Interesting.
It's how he like goes around the world.
Oh, okay.
Like he explores stuff, and then
very cool. I know he's a big time hunter. So yeah, he just got into bow hunting.
Oh, so that's awesome.
Like 5 years ago, I think, something like that. But the Undertaker is also a bow hunter.
Oh, so that's sweet.
Yeah. Try to have those guys on.
Oh, we should. That would, you know?
So awesome. That'd be a dream come true, honestly.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I'd be like, Justin, you okay? No.
So would you?
Oh, wait.
Would you fanboy? Is that what you're saying?
I would fanboy.
Oh, would you?
100%. So, like.
Did you fanboy for Randy Morocco?
I loved talking to Randy Morocco. He has a lot of insight in archery, and like he was very humble.
Oh, I agree.
About like because he's one of the best, but he wasn't like I'm the best. He's not. He didn't make it all about him.
No, his attitude is he wants to be the best.
Yes, and I believe he will be 100%. At the
this
rate,
year for sure. At the rate he's going.
At the rate he is going.
Yeah.
He is an absolute monster.
I agree.
Like, honestly, I would love to meet him in person. I think he would be.
He will.
I hope to.
He'll be at Southern Canadian Classic.
Oh, you're right. He is.
August 14th and 16th, I believe. 15th?
15th and 16th, because I booked off the Monday and the Friday.
Me too.
Hey.
Actually, I booked off that whole week because after Southern Canadian Classic, Valley and I are going to Tennessee to shoot the Hunter Games.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, for Valerie too, like we don't get to do a lot of trips, so this will be nice because I've always also wanted to see the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, so be part of the visit from Nashville is an hour away from the shoot, so we're gonna go check that out.
2 birds with 1 stone, brother.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, where else can you travel, shoot archery, and go check the Grand Ole Opry?
Exactly. Apparently, there's a good comedy scene there too. So, but yeah, well, yeah, I want to do that, and then. Yeah, Southern Canadian Classic. Says Bruno kept telling Bruno, I was talking to Bruno on the phone. He's like, "Well, you're going to Tennessee, then you're not going to make my shoot." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, it's on the same weekend." So I was sure it wasn't because I know when Valley and I booked it, we have had a Southern Canadian Classic on our calendar.
Yep.
Because I love doing that shoot. I love meeting all the people. I love the Royal City, Tent City. It's fantastic. Yep.
I started that too.
You did.
I did. I was the first one there.
You did. And people just gather around you.
Yeah, well, that was it. It was like, it started with me and then Luis and then Trevor. And then we kind of all just like took up the whole section. And then it was tents popped up and it was, honestly, I'd like Southern Canadian. That is the one major shoot I want to do every year.
Yeah.
If I don't do any other shoots, like that is the one I want to do.
Yeah, like for me, it's like I love Bruno and Carrie.
Yep.
Bruno's been a lot of help with this club.
Yes,
he's helped with a lot of things for this club. He's done a lot of getting our name out there, telling people we're the best club in Ontario. Dean as well does the same.
Yep. Oh yeah.
They just put on a great event. Like Carrie is so super organized. The fact that I know they have a lot of volunteers, but I know Carrie does a lot of the stuff in the background that maybe not a lot of people know about. But and Bruno will say that too. He'll tell you, like, she does a lot of the organizing. She makes sure that they don't forget the.
It's no different than our women.
Yeah, exactly.
Who do all the organizing here.
Yep.
Well, us monkeys are running around out there.
Monkeying around, yeah.
That's right. Like, it's.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's always been here, anyways. Like, yeah, you're right. The ladies here do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that goes. I'm not going to say unappreciated. Maybe it is a little unappreciated, and not by us because we know the the amount of work they're doing. But if you don't see it, how are you going to appreciate it, right? So,
well, that's it.
Nobody knows that. Oh, we forgot the pickles or whatever, right?
Yep.
But they know. They know if something got forgotten.
Yeah, they do.
And
they do.
And they make sure the toilet paper's in the outhouse. They make sure all that stuff. And another good thing that's happened here is some of the old codgers have come back, like Gord Wood and Galvin. They come in to visit now. And Gord's been a fantastic help. Like if it wasn't for him, I don't know how we would have burned those holes in there. So he built those little templates.
Yeah, so we got templates from Chris Priester, which will burn on our other cores, but like for just burning single rings, he made us 3. We're gonna need a fourth one, I think, for the bigger one.
This is a bigger one, yeah. I think we need a 1 3/4 inch, I think, maybe 2 inch.
Yeah, but like they turned out awesome. They it burns nice. We burned all the universal cores or all the older ASA.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Josh Webb knows what it's called. I can't remember. It's like something. I don't know. But they used to shoot it. It had a single. It has 12. A single circle in the
12.
I was gonna say corner, but circles don't have corners. But yeah,
it's got like a single 12 at the bottom, and then so we burned the uppers in, and I think we did. I think I did a pretty good job.
You did.
Like it looks.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like you kind of have to have that overlap into the 10 ring, and I think sometimes we went over a little bit, but when you shoot that. Because if you hit the apex with the 10 ring and you shoot the apex where the two circles meet, that's a 12.
Yep.
Right. So when they make that shot, it'll be clear that that's what they've got. They've got a 12, right? So, everyone's shooting the same target, so it's not like everyone's shooting different targets. So everyone's got the same advantages, disadvantages, however you want to look at it. So
one person I do want to thank is Chris Priester. For the target stands. So his students, or him and his students, they made us 40 target stands. For one hell of a price. $25
a piece.
Yeah. And we checked and we tested them out. We had a practice and we tested them out on our tennis court area. They're going to be absolutely phenomenal.
Awesome.
Like you shoot at a target, it doesn't move, it doesn't fall over. You can pull your arrows out just fine. We couldn't have asked for more bang for our buck.
No, definitely not. And then there's so many people to thank. Like even this trophy here, this stag was actually was carved by Gilles Poulin, who provided us with this, and then Peyton Golden did the box here. This is the FDCC. This is our portion of the FDCC trophy or cup or however you want to call it. And so it adorns our beautiful shed here as our administrative shed. That used to be just a junk shed actually until Justin and his wife cleaned it out and found this table.
Yeah, this table was like
just covered
over
junk
here somewhere, and it just had like junk on it. And
cleaned it up.
What you don't see is the shelves that I built behind it.
Yeah.
And then we rearranged everything, and we do all our stuff in here. And there's hydro in here now.
Yep.
We have a heater and a fan. It's
pretty awesome, dude.
It's home.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
It's home.
I'd sleep here if it wasn't so cold.
I'd sleep here anyways. Just get a sleeping bag. Right.
So going back to hunting, what do you want to do? Is there anything you want to do next year,
Um,
hunting wise,
definitely turkey.
or even this year? Is there anything you want to do this year?
I don't know so much about this year. There's a lot going on with Amanda, but probably not this year. But definitely turkey next year. If you know, I'll probably do like fall turkey. But I know turkey and deer go hand in hand in the fall, and you right. But definitely spring turkey next year. Hopefully, I get to go on another guide, and within hopefully 7 minutes of seeing a turkey, I get to right. That would be.
Yeah, there's only one man I know who can do that.
No, I know, I know. So I ended up getting the first time we went turkey hunting, I didn't have a turkey. I just had a full choke in there, which is fine. And then so I ended up going to get a turkey choke. And so my shotgun, they looked it up at shooters and they said it was a Reming? No, it was a Benelli Beretta turkey choke. So I went to go put it in my gun and the thread pattern's in the wrong spot.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, like, because I just spent $40 on a stupid turkey choke. And then, so I took the full choke out and I ended up taking it to sale. Apparently, I require a Remington turkey choke.
That's what I thought.
You never said that to begin with.
I would have asked.
No, no, yeah, but their specifications when they look it up says it's a Benelli Beretta.
I know. What are you gonna do?
So now I have an over/under with a Beretta Benelli turkey choke.
Well, there you
go. I was like, oh look, it's not even a waste.
You were talking about doing some fall turkey.
Yep.
And
then next year spring turkey, and then maybe eventually get into deer. But I know that's a lot of work.
So I'm actually trying to set up a.
Hey folks, the Letdown podcast has teamed up with Stray Suns Co., a Southern Ontario-born hunting apparel brand bringing high-quality gear to our fellow Canadian hunters. New tees, hats, and hoodies released every month. Use code LETDOWN15 to save 15% at checkout. That's LETDOWN15, all caps, to save 15% at checkout.
I'm actually trying to set up a spring bear hunt, so I'm talking to a gentleman named Tanner Jonkus. We were trying to have him on the show, but we had some issues getting him on.
That's because he's in the middle of nowhere. That's why. It's just an internet.
Yeah, his internet just kind of conking out on him. But yeah, we're trying to just try to set him up with a bunch of us might be able to go. So we'll see. We'll see what he says. He's trying to figure out the logistics, and I don't know. We'll offer him something. I know he wants to start his own outfitting thing, so
that would be really cool.
Yeah, so we could help him do that. I think we could get some footage for him and that sort of thing. Do some. Hopefully by then I can afford a decent drone and fly it around and get some cool photos for him and do some B-roll a la Rick Marchand. But yeah, so that's actually the next thing I want to do is get Rick on the Campfire series.
Yeah.
So we'll actually be outside. Campfire. Yeah, that's why we're testing this out now.
And we can do this.
Yeah. So
it works. Yeah, it's so actually really cool. Yeah.
We'll see how good it is when I
edit it.
Once I edit it. It's going to be hard to edit. That's one thing I don't know if I'll be good at, but I'll figure it out.
Right.
For sure. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be rocket science, can it?
No, definitely not rocket. It's rocket appliances. Rocket appliances.
So I know there's programs that actually will line up everything for you, but I'm so subscriptioned out. I don't know if I don't want to go there. So I've got a lot of subscriptions. So I got Riverside. I've got even Canva. That's how I do all my my graphics. I try not to use AI too much to do that kind of stuff, because I actually enjoy doing it. So, but once in a while, like when I get really busy, if I've got 2 or 3 projects on the go, and then I might sneak in an AI developed graphic. But I'm finding they all look the same. I don't know if you've noticed, but all the archery posters, they all look the same. And Josh just put one out for Galt, and I was like, "Is this Galt or is this Forest City?" So I couldn't tell, or is it something else?
That's because AI pretty much runs like the same thing. Like even if you use Chat GPT, it's all the same thing.
Well,
Like
it's throwing an algorithm, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's got an algorithm. It also doesn't want to be. No, I'm talking like it's a person, but I guess it doesn't want to waste any kind of power or energy or whatever, right? So electricity, it's trying to conserve and be as efficient as possible. So, okay, well, just change the logo so that it's like a person.
Yep.
People are, inherently lazy when they're in a rush, and I'm sure if I was dealing with 3 billion people a day, I'd probably be in a rush too. So.
You'd be tired.
I'd be tired.
Very tired.
I'm tired. I'm just dealing with only 100 people a day, so I'm very tired. Yeah, I thought this year was going to be a little bit rougher. It was just it's just life happens. Things are going on in the background. So, but I think the club's come together is like it normally does. We got extra help this year with some of the other things. We have Claudine in the background helping with coaching. We brought Stephanie Barrett is now coaching out of Royal City. She developed her own 70-meter target range. She's built all the targets herself. Like, I'll hand it to her. She's done a great job. And she's coaching. I think she's got about 10 students right now, regular students. So.
Well, I don't know how many students she has, but I can attest that she's done, her and Norm, but I don't know if it's just her or her and Norm, but like they have done a fantastic job on that 70-meter course.
Sure.
It's honestly, I can't wait for her tournament.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be here. I'm not going to shoot it.
I might actually shoot it.
Oh, I got my pair bow.
There you go.
Oh.
But you can shoot compound. They have a compound division.
Oh, they do, don't
55 yards, 50 meters.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's absolutely nothing. Cool.
Yeah. That's easy for you.
Well, I don't know about easy, but it takes a little bit of work.
You like the long bombs?
I love the long bombs. Well, that's where you know if you screwed up or not. Because at 20 yards, everything's great at 20 yards.
Yeah.
But the farther you stretch out, if you're out at 20 yards at like this, at like 60 yards, you're like this, right? Like, and you're like, oh, what happened?
Well, that's why like a lot of people, I'll watch them sighting in their bows at 20 yards. Like it's great if you're just going to shoot indoor, but if you're going to shoot outdoors, you better start stretching it out to 30, 40, 50.
Yep.
Because it's like today when I was talking to Christian about, he's like, well, at 20 yards, I was only this much off. And then at 40 yards, I'm that much off. And I was like, yeah. I said, well, think about it. When you're sighting at 20 yards, to move the arrow that much takes 6 or 7 clicks.
Yep.
But at 50 yards, it takes 2 clicks to move it that much, right?
Yep.
So, and he was like, and it just dawned on him. He's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yep.
So that's why I told him, like, I don't sight my bow in. The minimum I'll sight my bow in is a 30 yards if I'm shooting outdoors. But I always try to stretch it out to 50. I do a little bit of walk back tuning. I was doing some group tuning today. Most of my issue right now is mostly form. So nothing to do with my bow now. I got that fixed. So yeah, the Elite Ritual 35, that's an older bow. Has a tendency it doesn't like any arrows. So I was getting tears like this. I think the stiffer the arrow, the more the tear would come in. And so I remember I was at Callan and I looked at, and Josh was tuning his bow, and I said, I think it was Daniela actually, she was tuning her bow. She was kind of almost shooting bullet holes. And I said, you want to see a tear? And so I shot my bow and I got like a right tear or left tear like that. And he says, oh yeah, you want to see a tear? He takes his bow. He had a tear like this. I was like, holy crap. All right then. So yeah, but we were able to shim the cams, which funny thing is the first time the internet's ever been right. So, because I was reading about this bow, and it's everyone is saying you got to shim the cams, you got to shim the cams, you got to shim the cams, and not just top cam, you got to shim both cams to the left. So I was like, that's bullshit, impossible. Because there's always one guy who's like, I don't have to shim my cams. So I was like, okay, well, I'm probably I want to be that guy, but obviously I'm not. So we had to shim this. We had to fucking take the bow down. You have to take the bow right down, take the strings off.
Ugh. Sounds like a lot of work.
There's 3 shims. You move 2 shims to make it go left, and yeah, sure enough, the next time I shoot it, I had a 250 spine arrow, boom, bullet hole.
Nice.
Bullet hole.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And now I kind of have just I think like a high, it's very slight, like minuscule. You can barely see it. It almost looks like a bullet hole. So yeah, so it's finally this bow. I've had it for so long and I haven't really been able to shoot it. And I want it on with it because now I am going deer hunting this year. So I think Bruno's going to take me out for deer season. So I'm hoping to use that bow to get my first buck.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Or first deer. I'll shoot whatever. I don't care if it's a doe or a buck or.
He's normally on deer all the time, right? Like,
no, they got lots of deer to run through.
Yeah. Because it's where the SCC is. That's where the hunting.
Yeah, some
or
of it,
close to
a lot
it.
of it happens there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you see it on one of the it the C course?
Where he had it to the tree stand.
There's a bunch of bait there too.
Oh yeah, but he had like the stand.
Yeah.
At the edge of the field, it was.
He put one target where he hunts over bait. So there's a whole bunch of corn there, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing here. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So, which it's not illegal, so why not?
Well, if you write, what was it? If it's legal, like write for squirrels only, and then it makes it right.
Is that how you're making things legal?
Yeah, that's how you make things legal.
We're just joking M&R, so
yeah.
Justin wants to keep his truck this week, so
I'm not going deer hunting. Especially with everything that's going on, we're not deer hunting.
That's fine. Yeah,
but it is funny. You see those videos on the internet. It's like they spell it out in the corn. It's like no deer allowed, and it's like all spelled out in corn.
Yeah, they get a lot of squirrels anyways. You get a lot of squirrels even when you're bear hunting. Like when Valley and I baited bears 4 years ago now, I think 2022. Yeah, 4 years ago. It was raccoons, squirrels, crows, turkey vultures. They come in and they peck away at because it's just we put popcorn and the one year we used dog food, so we had popcorn and dog food.
That would be heavy. Dog food would be heavy. Yeah,
we were carrying 20-kilogram bags.
And it's so expensive now.
Yeah, it is. Well, we were buying the cheapest you could find at Walmart. It was $20.
It's not $20 anymore.
Yeah.
Even old Roy is more now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all dog food's gone up.
So popcorn it is then.
Popcorn it is.
It's light too. So it was funny because Valley and I we'd sit in the garage and we had an old I found like at what do you call it there, like the Value Village or whatever. We found one of these big popcorn makers.
Yep.
And we'd pour the popcorn in, put the oil in, and just turn it on, and you just be dumping it in. So you'd dump it into a garbage bag, and we would fill up 7 or 8 garbage bags to take up to Sudbury with us.
And you could.
And the neighbors would come by, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? What are you watching? Watching a lot of movies or something?"
Yeah.
So,
one for each kid. One big black garbage bag for each kid.
It smelled pretty wonderful because it was, vegetable oil. It smelled pretty good.
And you could buy like one of those bags of popcorn.
Oh yeah, we bought huge bags of popcorn,
and it would do all that.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing you could. If you were short on popcorn, you could just go to the dollar store and get those big, with the clown on the front or whatever.
Yeah,
because that's a lot of oil. So the thing with bears is they like smells, right? So, and you want them to get the oil on them, so they spread it out in the bush. So, and the other thing I use is I get the big things of peanut butter.
Yep.
At Costco.
Yep.
And I'd grab
smooth or crunchy.
Well, it didn't matter. They don't care. Usually I think it was smooth, but I don't know. I like crunchy.
Ugh. You're one of those people.
It's better than pineapple on pizza.
Oh, I love pineapple on pizza.
That's disgusting.
Hawaiian is fantastic.
That's awful.
Shout out to all my people who love pineapple on pizza.
We're doing shout outs again. Yesterday was James Longlead. Now it's pineapple people.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Well, pineapple people.
You know what?
If you have a pineapple in your car, you know what that means, right?
It would be an upside down pineapple.
No, fine, okay. Well, you have one. So. Anyways.
Maybe. No.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so we made a lot of popcorn, and man, oh man, it was amazing. I remember thinking to myself, why the hell were we doing fucking dog food to begin with? Jesus Christ, fucking heavy. But the popcorn was light, but the problem with the popcorn is you put it in right away, it's hot, right? So it would melt some of the, but the bears didn't care.
No.
They didn't mind eating a bit of a garbage bag, so.
Oh, a little bit. Well, they like, majority of them, like in Alaska, and they live in dumps.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, the funny thing is you'd see on the camera, they'd get in there and they'd just be lying down, like they'd sleep, they'd gorge themselves and they'd sleep beside the barrel. So, I mean, holy crap, man, jeepers! So
that's a good day.
Well, when you can bear, for sure.
When you can fill up on all that food, and then that's what we want to do too after Thanksgiving.
That's fair, yeah.
Right? Like we just want to.
So, and we got a bear that year, so that was nice. That was Valerie's first major animal kill. So then she enjoyed it. She had a great time. So bear hunting. I love bears, so I love hunting them. Say what you want about hunting over bait. I know a lot of people will make fun of you, or they'll say, "Oh, it's easy," but go try it and tell me it's easy. That's all I gotta say.
It's not easy.
And no, there's no easy hunting.
No, hunting is not easy. I know I'm not a pro hunter by any stretch of the means. I know there's a lot I haven't hunted. But hunting is not easy.
No, it's a lot of work.
It is. And then you're fighting the elements, you're fighting the bugs, you're fighting pretty much everything. And then if that animal doesn't come, you could bait all you want, but if he never comes when you're there.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
Yeah, which bears, they're not dumb, so they come at night.
Yeah.
Because they know you're not there.
Yeah.
And like anyone will tell you who's a bear hunter, they know you're there.
Oh.
It's just how hungry are they? Are they going to come out when they know you're there? Because they can smell you.
Well, it's like geese. Geese are like, I've gotten a couple geese, but if you notice, the majority of them are in cities.
Yeah.
And you're like, if only I could. Right? But
just don't do it in Guelph.
No.
There's a lot of tree huggers here.
I wouldn't do it anyways. But my point is, it's like when you want to hunt them, they're nowhere to be found, right?
Yeah, they don't go to the places where they're getting hunted.
Well, that's it. They learned. Well, that's what I mean. Like, so it's not easy, really.
Dumb smart.
Yeah. Well, it's probably instinctual now. Someone's like, "Oh, I've been shot at over there. Don't go. We're not going over there."
I don't know if they have conversations like that, but maybe they do.
Oh, maybe they honk a lot. Yeah, who knows what they're saying?
Yeah, there's another fun hobby you've gotten into is bow fishing. I got you into that last year.
You did. Okay. So guys, I finally got my first carp. Sorry, that slipped my mind. I'm like, wait, what's that fish called? No, I finally got my first carp. So we're over here by the bridge and he swims up and I'm like, oh, so I end up popping him in the head. Okay. Like through his brain. And I'm like, I got one. Then so Chris runs over and so I finally get him off and then he didn't even die. He just
tough fish.
Oh, he was super tough, dude.
No,
like
they're tough fish.
He ended up getting shot twice in one day. So it's true. He flipped himself back into the water and then swam down, and he's just chilling there. And Chris is like, "Oh, here's a carp." So he like hits him, and it's the same one that I smoked. I'm like, holy crap.
Hey, 2 for 1. I'm good for that.
Yeah, well,
I had fun.
It was a blast that day.
They're a pretty hardy fish. Like I've caught them fishing before as well. They fight pretty good. They're pretty tough fish. So pound for pound, they're pretty strong. Pretty strong.
Oh, yeah.
I love. It's one thing I miss doing actually is fishing. I'm hoping to do some fishing this year. So get up to the cottage. I know I've had some offers to help me fix my boat. So. I know a couple of people have also said they wanted to come up and maybe bring their own boat. So let's see. We'll see what happens this year. Get on Lake Nipissing. It's a big lake. Very big lake. So I'll have to get myself a GPS or something when I'm out there. I don't know the lake that well. So
Yeah, I remember last time we were up there, we seen a double rainbow. That was absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen a double rainbow till then.
it's a beautiful spot, man. It's my parents have a cottage, or the family has a cottage out on Lake Nipissing, right on the lake. I think it's called Moose Bay. We're off of Jocko Point Road. Yeah, but I'm telling everybody where we are. So, but no, not everyone's invited yet. But we'll see. We are planning to have. I was hoping actually this year to have everybody up to do the North Bay shoot, which is what the hell's it called? Running Bear. Because that is supposed to be a really incredible shoot. I've never shot it, and regretfully, I wasn't able to go this year. It was earlier because of, I guess, was it running into Porcupine or one of the other shoots? They were kind of overlapping, so I guess North Bay did theirs earlier. Which is too bad, because I would have loved to have everybody come up and, like the Jack brothers.
Yep.
Now that they got the shaggin' wagon. Have you seen this thing?
Yeah, I did. You know what?
It's pretty fantastic.
It is fantastic.
For like, what do you turn a minivan into?
Yeah.
Like put two beds in there almost.
It's like an Astro. I think it's an Astro van.
It's an Astro van, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that Astro van you could do anything with.
Yeah, he put like 2 beds in it.
Yeah.
Him and his brother can sleep in it. It's pretty, hey.
Well,
I'd have to sleep by myself. I'm not, unless if it was just Valentine, there'd be fine. But
what? Come on. You don't want to snuggle?
No, not a snuggler. My nickname's not Cuddles. So, inside joke, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so I was hoping to do the Running Bear. It would have been fun to have everybody up at the cottage, like at night have the fire and then do something like we're doing now. But it didn't turn out. But we can there's still some time to get up there and do a bit of a podcast up there as well. If I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, but there's my brother hasn't been feeling very well the last couple of months. We might not. So we might. I'm not sure if we're going to be going moose hunting or not, because he's getting some treatments. He might, but by the time he's on the mend, he has to go back to work. So, and he's had a lot of time off, so I might not be able to get any vacation, which is kind of sad, because I was hoping to get some moose hunting in this year. So if anybody needs a moose partner, give me a call. Randy also, if you need an umbrella man, also give me a call. So I'll be Randy Morocco's umbrella man any day.
That means you got to go to all the tournaments.
I'm fine with that.
Just to be his umbrella man.
Just to be Randy Morocco's umbrella man.
Hey
man,
that'd be an honor.
Yeah, and then I get to hobnob with some of the greatest shooters in the ASA has to offer. So
yeah,
like that group of 5 guys that usually makes it.
That is a super. I posted. Sorry, this was the Chris Perkins shoot. And even with Randy Morocco and the rest of the group, like that category is so stacked. Like they're all fantastic shooters. They all they're like 1-8 away from losing.
Oh yeah.
Like and that's all it takes is getting an 8 because you pulled funny or did something or you didn't anchor in your right spot and now you got an 8 now that drops you all the way out of playoff contention.
Yeah.
Right, you're like, or sorry, shoot off contention, but
whatever, yeah.
Right, you're like, holy crap! Like, I wish I was that good.
Yeah, you could be that good. Practice.
I know, practice, but
practice.
Unfortunately, my job comes in the way.
Well, we all have jobs. I think Randy works as well. So, as far as I understand, I'm pretty sure he's working. I don't know if he works in the bow shop or whatever, but. Coaches. I'm not sure. Like, we didn't get into that, unfortunately.
No.
We ran an hour and a half, and I started to feel bad that because we wouldn't let him go. We wouldn't let him go. So.
Yeah, but he kept giving information. It was
So when I contacted Randy, is because Bruno gave me his contact information. I contacted him. I said, I'd like to have you on the podcast. He said, sure, but I'm going to need an agenda. I've never been asked by anyone. I was 37 episodes in, and I never got asked that before. And I don't don't try to, again, like when I do the podcast like I do everything else in my life. I want to make people feel comfortable. I want them to enjoy the time they're going to be there, and
Yep.
I want you just to feel like you got your time's worth.
Yep.
If that makes sense, right? Even when we're having these provincials, like I want people to feel like I got my money's worth.
Yep. I agree.
Because God, you're paying a lot to shoot provincials, guys. Like, for fuck's sakes. So I'm trying to give you the best I can give you. Trust me. So, anyways, so I want Randy. I'm just like, yeah, Randy. Like, I'm totally fine with that. And so it took me a couple of days. I wrote up an agenda and had all the questions on, and he prepared notes.
Yeah, he did. Because we're having so what people don't see. I know I don't talk a lot during, but I do talk a lot before and after.
It's true.
Like
where I get quiet after.
Yeah, see, he's quiet after and before, where I just chat up a storm, and I think that helps breaks the tension, and like no one is so standoffish.
Sure.
Is that
No, that works.
Right? Like, so it kind of like lightens the mood, and so that's what people don't see.
No.
When they're like, "Oh, yeah. Justin's quiet," or
yeah.
Well, it's because I also don't want to cut this guy off. He isn't. So I don't. I
cut you off all the time. I just did it now.
You're right.
Again.
Right, but so no.
Well, the problem with the show like this is someone's got to steer the ship, right?
Well, I agree.
Or it just goes. So like, again, Randy, because Randy said, the reason I want an agenda is I don't want to go on down rabbit holes.
Yep.
He called it rabbit trails, rabbit holes, whatever you want to call it. But and I agree with him. I'm like, yeah, because I've listened to those podcasts too. They're fun to listen to sometimes, but like he has a serious message, and hey, well, I want to deliver it. So, and that's kind of how I see myself, as like I'm a delivery mechanism for these people to. Erica Marchand, Ashley Rain, Rick, Bruno, Josh, all those guys.
I would agree. I totally like
they get to tell their story.
Yeah.
And I get to listen to it. I love it. I love listening to people's stories.
That's what I mean. Like that's the best part of this whole podcast is we get to listen to and learn about these people and what other people don't know. Because I didn't know Randy was a pastor.
I did.
But I didn't.
So the reason why I didn't, so the funny thing is I wasn't going to bring it up. And the only reason is because I watched a couple of podcasts with him before.
Okay.
So I was like, and he brought it up then. And I'm like, maybe people are, I don't know, I want to give people something different, right?
Yep.
But I saw when we were talking to him, he kept mentioning his relationship with God, his relationship with Christianity. And so I was like, you know what? He's mentioned it enough times that we should probably talk about it. So like I took out a whole section just to talk about it.
I know.
So I was like, okay, I'm just taking out section 4 here. We're not going to talk about that. And I know for a lot of people, maybe it seems like we're a little free flow, but we aren't as free flow as you think. But, I think to put together a good show, you should have some prep. And so we talked about that, and it actually led to that kind of summed up the show. When you think about it, right? Like he's about community.
Yep.
It's like you said, he is still a pastor. He's just not doing it out of a church.
He's just not in a brick and mortar building.
That's right.
He is preaching to and I think he's actually hitting a wider community that needs it, because 9 times out of, like I said on the show, 9 times out of 10, these people aren't going to walk into a brick and mortar building.
Right. Yeah.
But if they see him and he comes over and someone's having a really crappy day, do you know what I mean? Like he can be like, he can talk to them, and then I think it's wonderful what he's doing.
I agree. We kind of do that here too, right? If I see someone not having a great day, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. It just creates more community.
Yeah. Talk to them about their bow, whatever, and that always seems to get people feeling a little bit better about themselves. So, yeah. But it's been fun. 37 episodes, 38 episodes in. It's been fun. And I had a lot of great guests. Like, I can't thank them enough. George Riles, like Ashley Rain, Erica Marchand, Rick Marchand. And it was funny because when I remember when I messaged Rick, he's like, "Well, if you think I can help your show, yeah, I guess I can come on." I guess can help the show.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, Rick, it's not really how I think about it. I just think about it as I know you've got cool stories,
Oh yeah, he does.
and I want to hear them. So
Yeah, he does.
because I love stories. So
But even Erica had cool stories.
oh yeah, she has great
and
stories.
and Ashley, Ashley had cool stories
she had
too.
good stories, yeah.
Well, I actually all of our guests had cool stories.
Oh yeah, Dale Martin.
Oh yeah, like
Bruno.
Josh Webb, Daniela. I know there's a whole lot of missing, but they all. Chris Priester. Anyways,
We had Chris Priester on twice.
Yeah, we did.
That's our only two-time guest.
Yeah, but he
had the Jack Brothers on twice.
Yeah, and had the Jack Brothers on. But like everyone we had has their own story. They have their own spin on things, and they all have something different to bring to the table.
Yeah, I agree.
It's absolutely phenomenal that we've had a wide variety of guests, and it's an honor actually.
I agree.
It's
again, like I say, I'm honored when people share their story with me, no matter who they are.
100%.
Even if I'm out on the archery range, or if I'm in a 3D group and someone's telling me their story, I listen. Like I'm not when I'm comfortable, maybe I joke around a lot, but normally if I don't really know you that well, I'll say a little bit. And when you start telling a story, I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
And because I'm waiting for something that I can kind of relate to, that I can start talking, that I can start getting into the conversation. Yeah. But I want to hear that story. Like it's, but
that's what I do in our podcast. Like that's why I'm listening. I'm trying to figure out where to jump in without cutting our guest off or cutting Chris off or
right. Yeah, I think we're getting better at doing that as well. Like I look back to some of the first shows that we did, like Julian Samard, I think kind of talked over each other sometimes. I think that was episode 8. By the way, go check it out. That was a great episode. Julian is a funny guy. It's freaking hilarious. That guy can talk for a long time. That was an hour and a half podcast, by the way. So
we've had a few long ones, and if we didn't cut it off, we could have had a few long. Like almost all of them could have been.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like I'm not Joe Rogan, right? So, and don't get me wrong, I can listen to a Joe Rogan podcast when he had like some of the people he's had on. I can listen for 3 hours, like when he had Levi Morgan on and when he had Cam Haynes on. I can listen to that for 2.5 to 3 hours, but does anyone listen to me for 2.5, 3 hours? I don't know.
So well, they're not listening to us.
Maybe someday. It's going pretty good. Like I get a DM once in a while that really makes me feel good. I haven't got anything really negative. I've had people say, the sound's not that great. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair. And I take that to heart. So I try to make sure. There's a couple of the episodes where there were some technical issues. I feel bad because I think when we had Jen on, it was Valerie and I, we had some technical issues where, because of her internet connection or our internet connection, we were kind of talking over each other. Same thing happened with Rick for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I actually edited that one a lot to try to make it sound like we weren't talking over each other. So that was a lot of work. That was like a 4 or 5 hour editing job.
That's a long time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was getting frustrated. So, but yeah, you do what you can to make it work, and I just try to put it as good a product as I can. So,
well, I think you're doing a fine job.
Yeah, I think we're both doing a fine job.
Yeah, well,
too bad Misha's not here, but he's also he adds
an hour. He's in like an hour and a half, hour 45 from here. Misha, that's far.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't know how. Actually, when he joined the club, he was in Hamilton. So I remember he said, "I'll meet you Sunday to come get a membership." Didn't
he no-show a few times?
Yeah, he no-showed.
Yeah, weren't we all like, what the hell? Like,
so the one time he said he was going to come, he came on the wrong day. I was like, this fucking guy. I was pissed off, man.
Because you had us here too a couple times, and we're like,
I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, dude. So he calls me and he says, he called me once and he's like, where are you? I said, what do you mean, where am I? I said, I'm at home. And he's like, well, you're supposed to meet me here. And I'm looking on the calendar because I have Valerie's got me using a Google Calendar. And I'm like, no, I was supposed to meet you tomorrow. He says, no way. I'm like, yeah, dude, read the email. And so he's looking at his email. I said, listen, if you want to go shoot, if the gate's open, go in and shoot.
Yep.
He came all his way, go and shoot. So he went and shot. He shot. And I think he met that gentleman's not here. No, it wasn't James. It was the Australian guy.
John.
John. Yeah, John. Yeah, John. Great guy. He's a fantastic guy. So he met him and they came out here and shot. But yeah. So then eventually, like he says, well, I live in Hamilton, and that time I had to drive to Hamilton to pick up my son. So I said, well, I'm in Hamilton. I said, if you're in Hamilton, if I'm like around 5 or 6 o'clock, I can drop the key off at your house. And yeah, I went to his place at the time and gave him a key. And yeah, now he's been a member since then. I was like 2024, I think. So
it's funny how things work out.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy, like the way life goes sometimes. So it goes back to faith in God and everything, right? So
yeah, I can agree to that.
Predestiny.
100%.
Yeah. So on that note, I think we'll call her a night.
Yeah, that's not too bad because it's literally like 10:30.
Awesome.
Which is
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, folks. Well, have a good night.
Have a fantastic night, guys.
All right. That's Letdown. That was the Letdown After Dark. See you next time.